Men start missing you more when certain emotional shifts begin to happen within them. Not because you changed who you are, but because something inside them started to awaken. This isn't about manipulation or control. It's about understanding human psychology, emotional attachment, and the quiet moments when someone realizes what they've lost or what they're about to lose. These are not tricks. They are patterns rooted in emotional truth. It often begins when you stop reacting emotionally to everything, when you stop explaining yourself endlessly, when you stop trying to be understood at every moment. Emotional stability creates contrast. When someone expects chaos or reaction and instead meets calm presence, it unsettles them in a powerful way. They start to wonder why you're different now, why your energy feels grounded, why you don't seem shaken. And that calm becomes magnetic. It invites reflection. It creates space for thought. Then there's the moment when they realize you have a life that exists beyond them. Not in a dramatic way, not to make a point, simply because you do. You have interests, responsibilities, dreams, and moments that don't revolve around their attention. This doesn't push them away, it pulls them closer. People value what isn't always available. When your world is full, your presence becomes meaningful rather than expected. They begin to notice how you don't rush to respond anymore. Not because you're playing games, but because your time has weight. You respond with intention instead of urgency. That subtle shift changes the dynamic. It communicates self-respect. And self-respect is magnetic. They also notice how you no longer overshare. You don't explain every feeling. You don't defend every emotion. You allow silence to exist. And in that silence, their curiosity grows. They begin to fill the gaps with thoughts of you, with questions, with memories. What truly stays with them, though, is how you made them feel without trying to impress. The way you listened, the way you responded thoughtfully instead of reactively, the way you offered presence instead of pressure. Emotional safety leaves a deeper imprint than passion alone. As time passes, they start remembering moments they once overlooked. The way you laughed, the way you noticed small details, the way you understood things they never said out loud. Those memories gain weight. They begin to realize that not everyone offers that kind of emotional depth. And then there's the absence. Your absence doesn't scream. It doesn't beg for attention. It simply exists, quietly, confidently. And that's what makes it powerful. When you're no longer constantly available, they feel the difference. They notice the silence. They feel the missing energy. And suddenly they're the ones thinking, replaying, wondering. They may try to distract themselves, fill their time, convince themselves they're fine. But something always circles back to you. A song, a place, a familiar feeling, a moment that reminds them of what it felt like to be understood. They begin to miss not just your presence, but how they felt around you. Calm, seen, accepted, grounded. This is when reflection begins. They think about moments they could have handled differently, things they didn't say, chances they didn't take. And the realization forms quietly. You mattered more than they admitted. When someone truly misses you, it's not dramatic. It's internal. It's subtle. It's the quiet longing that shows up in small moments. The pause before sending a message. The hesitation before opening an old chat. The way your name appears in their thoughts without warning. They don't miss chaos. They miss peace. They don't miss drama. They miss depth. They don't miss attention. They miss connection. And that's when the shift happens. They start seeing you differently. Not as someone who is just there, but as someone who brought something real into their life. Something rare. Something grounding. At that point, their mind starts creating meaning. They think about what could have been, what might still be possible. They wonder if the door is still open. And here's the most important part. This doesn't happen because you tried to make them miss you. It happens because you lived with authenticity. You honored your feelings. You respected your boundaries. You didn't chase what didn't choose you. And in doing so, you became unforgettable. Because real connection doesn't fade easily. It lingers. It echoes. It waits. And when someone truly misses you, it's not because you tried to be unforgettable. It's because you were real.